Google Forms is an amazing tool. Teachers can use it in the classroom for student surveys, formative and summative assessment, and many, many other applications. It's extremely versatile. It can be used as bell ringers, exit tickets, surveys, and many other things. So let's get started. You have to be logged into a Google account, and you can either go to docs.google.com. That's one way to get there. But I do not suggest that. I suggest going to your Google Drive. And once you're in Google Drive, click New, click More, click Google Forms. And the reason why I suggest this is because then you will know where that form lives, and the spreadsheet that's attached to it will also live in the same folder in your drive. If you click this right here, they do have Google Form templates, but we can talk about that later. So just click that and it'll bring you to a blank form. Now this is the main screen where you build your form on the quote-unquote back end. And when you're ready to send your form, the students don't see this. You click Send button and you copy URL and paste it. And well, I'll show you what that looks like. You go ahead and paste that URL. It'll bring you to a form in which you have to sign into Google. And that's how the live form looks. But if you want to do a quick view of the live form, you can just press this preview button, and that will show you what the live form looks like. So we have two main pages. You build the questions on this page by pressing the plus button, and on the responses page, you can see all of the responses, and you can see them in a spreadsheet if you click that button. But we'll do that in a later tutorial. Let's start with the basics. The first thing you may want to do is name the form. The name of the file takes the name of the form, but you can keep that separate. It doesn't have to be the same name. Add a description here. And start adding questions. So if you press the Add Question button, this is the screen that comes up. You can also add, you can import questions, add a title and description, add an image, add a video, and add a section. Up here, there's add-ons. We'll do that in an advanced tutorial a little bit later. Your theme, settings, and other more options. So let's start with the theme. You can choose an image for a header. You can choose a color, choose a background color, choose a font, and a pre-made image. Let's do night out since we haven't had that because this is June of 2020 and everyone's in lockdown. Here we go, night out. Okay, we'll change the background color. So let's go through the 7 different types of questions you can do in a Google form. Oftentimes, Google will actually intuitively, through machine learning, pick the type of question for you. So for example, if you make the first question first name, it automatically changes to short answer, okay? But if you want to manually change it, you can. The types of questions are short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, file upload, asking them to upload a file, linear scale, multiple choice grid, checkbox grid, and date and time. So it's very versatile. I use this one a lot, required. If this is off, that means the students can just submit their answers and leave answers blank. If you have it on, they have to answer the question. So we'll add another one. We'll do a multiple choice. Doing multiple choice, you could add the options here. Do as many answer choices as you'd like. Now notice, next to each answer option, you can add an image. That's a new, I won't call it a new feature, but newer. When Google Forms first came out, this option was not available. You can do a Google image search. But another great, let's insert that. Another great thing you can do is add an image to the question. A lot of times that's more beneficial. Let's say you want to do a new question. Type it right here. What kind of animal is this? And then, just do okay. Now let's take a look at how that looks so far. First name. When is Independence Day? What kind of animal is this? Let's do now let's look at some other options for you. Besides multiple choice, we have checkboxes. What's good about checkboxes is more than one correct answer can be chosen, or if it's not for a test, it could just be a survey, right? Click all foods that you like. Uh, so that would be checkboxes. Paragraph is the same as short answer. The thing is, it does not let the students submit the answer unless it's a certain amount of characters long. In fact, if you put response validation, you can even give it a minimum character count. That's a paragraph. So we've gone through short answer paragraph, multiple choice text boxes. Drop down is another good one. It's similar to multiple choice. What's good about drop down is maybe you only want. I usually use drop down when I ask my students what period they are in. If they're all using the same form, but multiple periods are taking it. Okay. Besides drop down, we have file upload. This requires them to upload a file. Files will be uploaded to the form owner's Google Drive. Respondents will be required to sign into Google when file upload questions are added to a form. Okay, we're not going to do that one right now, though, but that's a good one. Let's say you want to delete a question and you don't like it, press delete. Let's say you really loved a question and you want to copy it, click into it and press copy. and we'll edit it. Okay, moving along. Next question, we will have linear scale. I use this a lot when we're doing surveys. On a scale of 1 to, let's do 1 to 10. How much did you love this school year? Considering 2020 and it hasn't been smooth sailing. So if we said on a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to change it from 1 to 10. And we can put a label for 1. I hated it. And 10, I loved it. Okay, we'll make it required. Next question. Multiple choice grid. Tell us how much you like the following movies. So on the rows going horizontally, we can have the movies. And on the columns, going vertically, we can have different choices. Let's pause and take a look on how these look so far. Okay, we did multiple choice. These are the checkbox. Remember, checkboxes, you can check as many as you want. Paragraph. What period are you in? It's a drop down. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love the school year? How much do you like the following movies? Notice it does not let us submit it because first name is a required question. That's not a required question. We left it blank. That is a required question because there's a star next to it, so we will answer it. Let's see if it lets us submit it now. It did. Continuing on. Checkbox grid would be same as multiple choice grid, except you can leave some unchecked. So you get the picture. These are the different types of questions you can use in Google Forms, plus date and time.